Well, you know what happens a lot now that I'm getting really tired of, though?
Hmm.
I'm tired of seeing the NFC Championship game being hosted by the San Francisco 49ers. And yet, here we are again.
Yo, did you see? Hey, did you see? I sent you. They already released the logo for next year's Super Bowl. So
Yes.
we got to see. I want to see if this is. We're gonna be talking about this a year from now to see how legit this is.
Yeah, because the colors are green and
Purple,
purple.
I believe. Yeah.
So
Eagles, Ravens.
or Vikings Jets. That will never happen. Anyway, I'm not. But yeah, the NFL championship games are set as far as for the AFC and NFC. You've
Please,
got
Lions. I'm begging you, Lions. Please pull
yes,
it out. I'm begging you.
yes. The Detroit Lions have to head to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. By the way, did you catch
You gotta say it right. It's 40 whiners.
right? Okay, the 49ers. I'm sure
Mm.
my friend Melissa will enjoy me saying that. But
All they do is bitch.
that's true. But did you see the press conference that Todd Boyles for the Bucks had when one of the reporters who had her one moment to ask him the big important question? They're going to go to Detroit, right? And she says, "What? How is your team preparing to take on the weather in Detroit?" And he's like, "We play indoors." I'm like,
We've been practicing inside the gymnasium.
I'm like, the weather might bother us for 20 seconds when we're getting off the bus, but other than that, it's going to be about it. So, so I was like, I love it when sports reporters
don't know anything about sports.
but I'm like, this is really her chance to shine. And she had a really nice question, and if Detroit had an outdoor stadium, this might have been a factor.
It's not like the Philly snowball,
right? So it's like, do your homework. I mean, at least know where the team actually plays. It's indoor, outdoors, whatever.
That's how DEI hire. They had to hire at least one woman.
Maybe, but also in the AFC, and I'm a little bummed by this. I'm happy, but I'm bummed. I do like the Chiefs because they are a former Dallas team back in the '60s. But the Chiefs will have advanced from playing the Buffalo Bills, and they will go on to play the Baltimore Ravens, the odds-on favorite to, and according to the poster, they're the odds-on favorite to go this year.
Yo, if that happens, I'm waiting for next year because I'm like,
yeah, I know you are.
If we're talking about this next year and it came true, then I might have to write off NFL because it ruins. It's like wrestling, is predetermined. Like they don't really like they don't advertise it, but they don't hide it either. Like it's kind of just something that's understood, but they make it entertaining nonetheless.
Right.
If the NFL ended up being scripted in some way or paid for in some way, it would completely ruin it for me.
There is no way the NFL can be scripted. I'm sorry. The amount of injuries that take place in football, the amount of things that are out of regular control that take place. I mean,
but you don't think the matches can be predetermined? Because look at the refs sometimes. The refs can absolutely make a game.
I hate that the referees are getting that involved in the game. But having said that, if they're doing it out of player safety, then I can't sit there and go, I'm not for it because, you look at the after. I mean, when you get into professional sports and you're getting into a contact sport, you're not bound to live to be 80 or 90. Generally, now some do, but not. But what you're putting your body through. It's like in pro wrestling. Yes, it may be scripted. It may be considered fake by some, but the toll these guys put on their bodies is extraordinary. I mean, the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins has a torn meniscus and a messed up MCL right now, and he's going into WrestleMania here in about 3 months. He has to be out for 4. So how they're going to balance that out and let him do his thing in March, I have no idea. So
do you think the NFL people are just really good at guessing? Like,
well, there are geniuses that work there. I couldn't tell you who they are, but there are geniuses that do work there. And again, unless you put together a black and white poster of the Super Bowl, you're still in colors ago. And if those colors happen to match the teams that are happening to be going, that's extraordinary. I mean, like, do we see this happening now? But then the NBA and Major League Baseball don't have that problem because they have the same neutral colors, red, white, and blue, or whatever. So, it's weird. I mean, once again, it's the NFL. The NFL does things that other professional sports can't do, and they advertise it so well. And this is why you never see people have record number viewings of NBA basketball. That's why the NBA playoffs are always down every year. That's why Major League Baseball can't get anybody to watch the sport because it's slow. I love baseball, but there are those who don't.
I love going to baseball games. Watching baseball on TV is a snore fest.
It could be, but when you're talking playoffs, every pitch matters now because you're under that microscope so hard, and it's not like the regular season.
I can't even watch playoffs. It's only interesting to me if I'm at the game because then you got the horns and you got the wave and you got the the organ and all that stuff. Like it just makes it so much more exciting. Then you got the hot dogs and beer. It's an experience.
All right.
But baseball on TV,